En el inicio de la liga, antes de que la liga empiece, nos comimos una hora de charla y me contaron cuál era el espíritu de la liga. El espíritu de la liga hoy no se vio. De la misma manera digo, quien vio esta mañana el partido de Liverpool y Manchester City, que lo deben haber visto todo y vieron la forma y el ritmo que tenía el partido, el árbitro de ese partido dio 8 minutos. Exactamente la misma cantidad que dieron hoy, donde había un equipo que no quería jugar. Y que en cada situación de lateral, de saque de meta, de un full, permanentemente hacía tiempo con la colaboración de un árbitro que se tomaba 30 segundos para anotar el número en la camiseta del jugador amonestado. Entonces, me contaron una cosa y el espíritu hoy yo no lo vi.
All right, Herc. Life without Messi. Not such a breeze for Tata Martino and company. What do you make of his comments and the loss to Montreal?
All right. Comments like this for Tata Martino, a coach of his stature, are unbecoming. Now, I ran into Tata Martino at MLS Media Day in Miami. Definitely recognized me. Definitely had a little slight jab at me right there about the commentating here. I know he watches. I know he listens. I know he reads, etc., etc. Very unbecoming of a coach of that stature. Are you not going to talk about your dreadful set piece defending? 2 goals were on set pieces. You're not going to talk about how terrible your center backs look, about playing Noah Allen as a center back in a line of 5? Listen, there are many things we could criticize here. I don't know if time wasting by Montreal or not hurrying up because you had an hour-long talk with God knows who and God knows where, probably from Major League Soccer about the spirit of the game, blah, 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 blah. You know what this sounds like? No Messi, no party. That's what it sounds like. No Messi, no party. And you'd be right. This was still an entertaining game. This was still a game that had you on the edge of your seat. This was still a game that you thought could maybe go either way. But the way Inter Miami played proved a few things. Inter Miami still must watch, okay? The goals in this game, end to end, the misses, everything, it's must watch. But if there is no Luis Suarez, if there is no Sergio Busquets, if there is no Gomez, Diego Gomez, if there is no Leo Messi, the most important player in the league, this team is the same team as before Tata Martino took over.
Did he really compare Inter Miami against Montreal without Lionel Messi, Sergio Busquets, or Luis Suarez in the starting lineup to Manchester City against Liverpool? Is that the comparison that Tata Martino just made? I know it's not a get lost.
Where Doku, puts his foot through the cow's chest.
If this was a get lost, you know what we'd be saying to Tata Martino. It comes off as sour grapes. And it comes off as rich, frankly, Herc, for a guy who has every advantage an MLS manager could possibly ask for. That he goes, and him and his assistant go, and they yell at the ref, and I don't know, what did they want? Did they want more than the 10 minutes of added time that they got? They played to the 100th minute. You know, I cannot accept that Tata Martino, for everything that he has going for him in Inter Miami, is going to complain here. The one thing I can accept, Herc, is Inter Miami not playing Messi in this game. I think it draws a very, very clear idea of what the priorities are for this team, right? CONCACAF Champions Cup coming up. We got the second leg against Nashville. It's 2-2. And I know there's some people at headquarters who only want to see Messi play on Apple. CONCACAF Champions Cup is not on Apple. But it's very good for me, Herc, to at least see that Inter Miami has it very clear. CONCACAF Champions Cup, way more important than the MLS regular season, especially in March.
Are you telling me 7 games over 34? Who would have thought that? A direct route at a trophy in 7 games? I'm telling you, man. I'm glad that Tata Martino and Inter Miami have it straight, because this is exactly what you should do. International, the way their league is represented internationally, that's got to count for a hell of a lot more than 10 months of whatever we got going on here.
Exactly. I'd put the CONCACAF Champions Cup above MLS Cup. I know some others would not, but that's a discussion for another day.